The first date is often a delicate dance of getting to know someone, understanding their intentions, and exploring the potential for a deeper connection. While many people go into first dates with an open mind and heart, others may have specific desires or goals in mind. If you've ever wondered whether the man sitting across from you is subtly hinting at wanting to take things to a more physical level, there are key signs and behaviors to watch for. This video explores how to identify whether he wants to sleep with you on the first date while emphasizing the importance of mutual respect, clear communication, and consent. These signs aren't definitive, and it's vital to approach every situation with an open and discerning mind. 1. His body language speaks volumes. Nonverbal cues often reveal more than words can. If he's interested in physical intimacy, his body language may give it away. If he's holding your gaze in a way that feels intense or overly intimate, he may be signaling physical attraction. Sitting close, leaning in when he speaks, or finding reasons to touch you, like brushing your hand or touching your arm, can indicate his interest. Subconsciously mimicking your movements or gestures often signifies a desire to establish a deeper connection. Casual but deliberate touches, such as guiding you by the lower back or brushing hair off your face, can be physical cues of his intent. While body language can provide clues, context matters. It's important to evaluate his actions holistically rather than jumping to conclusions based on a single gesture. 2. His compliments feel intensely focused on your appearance. Compliments are a normal part of dating, but if he's overly fixated on your looks, it may be a sign of his intentions. If his praise frequently leans toward how sexy or hot you look, rather than highlighting your personality or interests, it could indicate a more physical focus. If he repeatedly brings up your appearance or how attracted he is to you, it might signal that he's prioritizing physical attraction. If he avoids meaningful conversations and redirects the focus back to your looks, it may be a red flag. While compliments can feel flattering, pay attention to whether they're balanced with genuine interest in who you are. 3. The conversation turns suggestive. Pay close attention to the topics he introduces or the direction the conversation takes. If he frequently makes suggestive jokes or double pretends, he may be testing your reaction to gauge your interest. Asking about your past relationships or sexual preferences can indicate that he's steering the conversation toward intimacy. If every interaction feels overtly flirty or playful, it could suggest his intentions lean toward physical attraction. While playful banter can be fun, trust your instincts if the conversation feels too forward or one-sided. 4. He's overly focused on moving the date to a private setting. One of the clearest signs that he's hoping for intimacy is if he tries to transition the date to a more secluded location. If he casually mentions heading back to his place for a drink or to hang out, it could indicate his intentions. If he seems disinterested in extending the public part of the date, like dinner or drinks, and pushes to relocate, this may be a sign. Suggesting that he come to your place under the guise of continuing the date can be a clear indicator. It's essential to evaluate whether these suggestions feel natural or rushed. If he's pressuring you, it's a red flag. 5. He's quick to initiate physical touch. Physical touch can be a way to build connection, but it can also indicate a desire for intimacy. While holding hands can feel romantic, doing so early in the date may be a sign of his eagerness. If he tries to escalate physical touch quickly, it may indicate he's focused on intimacy. Touching you in ways that feel inappropriate or overly familiar can be a red flag. Trust your gut if his physical gestures feel forced or uncomfortable. To continue to view more of these videos, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share this video by clicking on the subscription button. 6. He talks about how he lives in the moment. Some men use the concept of living in the moment as a way to justify their desire for immediate intimacy. If he emphasizes the idea of seizing the moment or not overthinking things, it might be his way of lowering your guard. Suggesting that tonight feels special or this connection is rare could be an attempt to make the moment seem unique to encourage physical closeness. If he dismisses concerns about taking things slowly, it's worth noting. While spontaneity can be romantic, ensure his words align with actions that respect your boundaries. 7. He tries to set a seductive mood. Creating a sensual atmosphere can be a subtle way of signaling his intentions. Opting for dimly lit restaurants, private booths, or secluded spots could be deliberate choices. While enjoying drinks together is common, an overemphasis on alcohol consumption could be a way to lower inhibitions. If he talks about or suggests romantic music, it might be his way of hinting at intimacy. Be mindful of whether the setting enhances your connection naturally or feels overly calculated. 8. He avoids deep emotional conversations. A man interested in building a long-term connection will typically want to know more about you beyond the surface level. If he avoids meaningful topics and sticks to surface-level conversation, it may indicate he's not looking for a deeper bond. If you try to discuss your values or goals and he redirects the conversation, it could be a sign of his priorities. If he seems disengaged unless the conversation is flirtatious, it's worth noting. Building genuine intimacy requires emotional as well as physical connection. 9. He complains about waiting games in relationships. Some men may voice frustration with traditional dating norms as a way to subtly nudge you toward intimacy. Statements like, "Why wait if there's chemistry?" can indicate his impatience. Framing physical intimacy as a natural, adult decision might be his way of justifying his desires. Suggesting that modern relationships move faster could be a sign of his intentions. These statements often serve as hints, but they should never feel like pressure. 10. Trust your intuition. Above all, your instincts are your most reliable guide. If something feels off or rushed, trust yourself. If the date feels overly focused on physical attraction rather than building a connection, it's worth considering his intentions. Pay attention to whether you feel comfortable and respected throughout the date. Your intuition often picks up on subtle cues that your conscious mind might miss. 11. Consent and communication. Regardless of what you think his intentions might be, open communication is the most effective way to navigate any situation. If you're unsure, it's okay to ask him about his expectations for the evening. Make your own intentions known early on to avoid misunderstandings. Never feel pressured to move faster than you're comfortable with. Remember, your comfort and boundaries are just as important as his intentions. In conclusion, recognizing whether a man is hoping for physical intimacy on a first date requires attentiveness to his words, actions, and body language. While subtle signs may suggest his desires, the most important aspect of any connection is mutual respect and consent. By staying in tune with your feelings, setting clear boundaries, and fostering open communication, you can ensure that your dating experience is enjoyable, empowering, and aligned with your values. Trust yourself, honor your comfort zone, and remember that the right person will always respect your pace and boundaries. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you.